Good morning, guys. It is Saturday, November 23rd. It's about 20 minutes till 9 a.m. We're gonna go out here and look at some stuff, guys. I've got some updates on a couple of things I want you guys to see, and we're also gonna go try to check out a debris flow that came off of Grassy Ridge and went down through Creek Junction. After that, maybe we'll get up 91. So that's the plans for today. I'm sure we'll be finding stuff as we go. So I'll see you guys back out there on the road. There's our buddy. Here to say hello again, and here's our first little update. We're here on the Creeper Trail, obviously. This is Delmar right here. We're close to Damascus, Virginia, for those who don't know. Route 58 is over here, runs to Damascus. So anyway, this is our first update here on the Creeper Trail. Now this section is between Abingdon and Damascus right here, and this is a section that a lot of people have been riding. Now, I was up here, I think just in the last video I did, I think I was here, and I was pointing out that there was a swag in this thing. So I don't know if somebody saw that video or if the town, state, whoever has been out here, but anyway, we'll get up here and get a closer shot. Give you an idea how far we're down here. And as I was saying, you can see there's a bit of a swag, sag, whatever you want to call it in that thing. Now, I don't know if they're going to be able to, you know, people are not going to want to ride down through there and across that creek. I'm just saying, it may be the end of the riding from Damascus to Abingdon this year. If this is as far as you're going to be able to get, you're going to have to come to here and turn around. Did you guys see this squirrel go up the tree? I'll tell you what, he disappeared on me. He must be right on the back side of that thing. Anyway, yeah, I just don't know how they'll reroute any bicycles here. People are not going to want to pedal up this or push their bike up this. I mean, some people wouldn't care, but I'm just trying to see exactly. Oh, wow. You think that might be why there's some swag in this thing? Sag, whatever. Wow. I swear it looks like it smashed that whole thing down right there, guys. Over here too. You can see how it popped the end of this board up because so much weight's back here pushing on it. Huh. Yeah. It started to smash these back here. These things have been here for how long? Yeah, look at all this stuff down here as well. I'm not going to get up under there, but you can see that stuff's all rotting out. You can see where the water got up here on this thing and left this mud behind. So it definitely got wet up under here. Holy. I don't know if you guys can see this or not, but those things are just hollow. Yeah, I'd say that probably. Look at that thing, how bad it's rotted. It's just gone now. Yeah, you can see where the water came up here and left this mud behind. Look at it here. Is that not crazy? All right. On to the next. It's pretty nasty out here today. but it did stop raining for the most part. I'll take that. And I'll just say it's a beautiful day. I haven't shown the old mill since probably the first video I did up here. Let's ride down here and see what it's looking like. We're right here at the Damascus Old Mill, guys. You can see they've been in here getting a lot of work done. They've got a nice little cut through here now. It's really hard to tell. One thing I want to point out, it's really hard to tell what is what anymore now, guys, but you can see this was all that debris that had been brought in from up here where they had filled to cover the lines going in. Obviously they've got this covered over now so you can drive down through here, but they still need to get it paved and they still need to get this out of here. Not to mention every other little thing. The old mill, she still stands. No word on when these guys are gonna be open back up. I don't know if or when they are planning to reopen, but as soon as I get confirmation that they are, I will let you guys know. I don't know if you guys can see that little dude there, but what's wrong with him? Well, we can't go out that way. Out here on Route 58, guys. Creeper trails right down here. I'm just gonna go up here and see what kind of progress they've got done in a week. Let's go check it out. This is all old news, guys, but kind of want to document it as the weeks go. Just see exactly what takes place and when. Not for any reason other than I'm just curious. Just want to see what happens and how it happens. I've definitely been doing some stuff through here. Well, one thing for sure, it's new as far as we haven't seen it like this out here since all this happened. Or since I started putting videos out anyway. But yeah, it's pretty nasty wet out here. But like I said, it quit raining. So, we're looking good. You saw that last trestle down there, how all that stuff had piled in against it, and they've removed a lot of it. But if imagine if all this stuff here had collected with what was down there against that other trestle, it wouldn't be there anymore. It's a good thing these things stopped all this stuff, because it could have tore up a lot more stuff. You remember last week's video, right here in this corner is where they had stopped at. So we'll go see how much further they've made it. They've got it filled in good enough now to where they can get their trucks through here. So last week they had a bunch of dirt and stuff piled up right here. Obviously they've moved that and continued on up through here. Let's go see how far. Well, we got a road all the way up through there. Like I said, guys, you don't know what's what anymore at this point. I've been in here messing around so much. I just wanted to look at that edge, see what it looked like. I want you to look at this, guys. I didn't notice this until I was watching someone else's video the other day. They had been in this same spot. But I want you to look at this massive rock right here. You can see that up here behind it, that whole massive rock has slid down right there. You can see that it was shoved back in this hole. I'll take you over there so you can get a closer look. But yeah, you can see that whole boulder right there slid out. You see where it was tucked back in right there. This is all new work right here, guys. You can see they started right here, basically. Came all this way. None of this was done last week. Major difference in the fill that we did, you know, 50, 60 years ago, however many years ago they did this fill here, as to what we're gonna do now. I don't know what will go on top of this for your next couple layers. Probably just more gravel. Probably just get smaller and smaller as you come up. But yeah, it's pretty crazy the difference over the years. We change it up consistently, don't we? I'm right here at the end of the road work, guys. Got a pretty good bit done in a week, looks like to me. All right, on to the next area, guys. Figured I better get a shot of this. This is the closest thing to any sunshine I'm gonna get today, I would imagine. Something I wanted to talk about, guys, was donations. I'm sure some of you wonder why I don't have any GoFundMes or anything on my page. And it's because the only GoFundMes that I could find were for these different groups. You know, there was GoFundMes for businesses, there were GoFundMes for the people themselves. I think there were 4 different GoFundMes that we found. But for each one of them, any money you send is going to have to go through multiple hands. But by the time it gets to anybody, listen guys, I just don't trust it. I'm sorry, plain and simple. That's why I haven't put any GoFundMes on my page. Now, if you are a specific individual that has a GoFundMe and you live in Damascus and you need help, you send me the GoFundMe and I will put it up there. But I'm not going to suggest people send money to any type of organization. I would rather know 100% of the money was getting to the person that I wanted it to get to. But that's just me, guys. Kind of the way I've always been. Snow still on that trestle. We had a good bit of snow. And then the rain came. There was a couple inches on the ground when I went to bed last night. I woke up this morning to nothing. All right, guys, you're not going to be able to see it very well, but right up here is where, right up here is where that old trestle was, and the concrete pillars are that are holding all that debris back. That would have just had to come around this corner here, and then right down here is the other trestle. And that thing was packed full. Let me get my finger out of the way. That thing was packed full. Imagine if that other debris would have come down there and hit. Not to mention, look at all the stuff over here. It would have definitely took that bridge out, 100%. Right there's Route 58. This little section right here. People aren't going to want to try to bike down through here, you know. I mean, even after they get all this stuff cleaned up, people aren't going to want to ride this. I mean, some people won't care. But, you know, for the most part, I guess you could ride that edge there, but you're still going to run into more stuff like this down through there. You could easily maneuver around this walking. You guys have already seen this. This is just that section that was eat out. They've already repaved it and got the guardrail fixed back up through there. I'm just coming off of Chestnut Mountain Road, guys. We're going to go down here to Grassy Ridge. Apparently there's a debris flow down here that we haven't seen yet. The bad thing is this snow's got everything covered up here. Don't know if I'll even be able to see it. We should be able to still see it, but we'll find out when we get down here. Grassy Ridge here to see what we see. Looks like this whole section of Grassy Ridge got washed out right here. This is all new material down through here. You can see where it looks like it ate that edge off. Now, like I said, you can't really tell anything for sure right now because they've been in here working. So who knows exactly what happened there. But yeah, it looks like this whole section got pulled out. Still here on Grassy Ridge. Just looking at exactly what all they've done here. Creeper trail's right over here. No sign of the debris flow yet. You know, now that I'm looking at this, the debris flow may have been what came out of here. Let's go up here and look at this section. I know we can't see anything because it's all snowed on, but you can see this section got ate out right here. This is all new limestone, gravel, whatever you want to call it, they put in here. So it's possible that this is where the debris flow started. I think that a lot of that road got sucked out up there, and then this got pulled away as well. Know one thing for sure, it's got a lot of rock piled up deep right here on this edge. It could have been old, I don't know. We are here at Trestle number 41. We've seen this before when we walked the creeper trail down, but as you can see, she's definitely going to need some repair. And I think the possible debris flow start is up here, and it's something that we've seen before, but we'll go over and get a picture of it. This may be where they were talking about. I do not know, but yeah, there's a lot of material came out of there and went down the creek for sure. I think we may have found it, guys. Now, one thing for sure, we have to be very careful out here today. It's been wet past couple days. There's a possibility this stuff can slide out on us again. So, well, I'll just take you guys with me. You guys get to see it about the same time I do. I'm trying to find the safest way down here where I'm not going to fall to my death. That doesn't look like it. Let's go up here. What's this, guys? Is this what I think it is? I'm almost positive I think I know what that is. You guys tell me in the comments what you think. Yeah, she definitely slid out right there. Well, guys, you know, I guess we got to go down here and see it. Real quick, while I'm walking straight downhill here, just want to give a shout out to Josh. Thank you for letting me know this was out here. This one's pretty awesome. I can't wait to check it out down here a little bit further. This one was pretty good size, guys. Like I said, we got to be real careful here. This stuff's probably very loose right now as it's been raining. But we can get down here and check this out. You can see all that stuff came down out of there. That's a lot of material going down through here. Let's go see. We made it down here just a little bit further. Still checking this thing out. This is going to be fun to observe down here. Look at all that mess down in there from previous. It's hard to tell how long some of that stuff's been buried. You can see it came down from there, trenched this out down through here a little bit, and it piled a bunch of stuff up over here. It's going to be interesting to see how thick this is. Yeah, this is all stuff that came from right there and just stopped. Let's go up here. Let's go down here. Just see how far this thing traveled. Those monster trees right there stopped a lot of it. But you can see it shot down under here. We're down here a pretty good ways now, guys. Aside from the snow covering everything up, you can see this is all fresh stuff that's been laid in here. And it's still going down through here. Go down here and check it out. Look at this, guys. You can imagine that coming down through here with force. Yeah, you know this stuff was cooking down through here. Giant boulders just slipping, sliding, riding. Pulled everything out of there for the most part. Check this area out, guys. Took a lot out of here. No wonder there's so much stuff piled up all down through Taylor's Valley and everywhere down through there. There's multiple areas where this same thing happened and took all this stuff down into the creek. So yeah, tons of debris. Wow. So all this stuff came down here, hit the creek. Huh. It almost looks as if it just didn't quite make it to the creek, which is crazy. But some of it had to go in there. You know, I'm looking at the creek now. Obviously the creek was way up here. And that was going on, so maybe it pulled some of this stuff out of here. And you know, this area, the creek was up here pushing, and it took this edge off. You can also see it brought all that stuff down here, and then you can see where the water came through and cut a path through here later, almost like out there by the little place there in Taylor's Valley where it came down that little creek. It's almost the same thing happened here. It brought all that debris up, filled this in, and then the water came through and cut a groove in it again. Crazy. Yeah, you can see the debris flow. It's like piled up right here, and then it kind of got hung up in this area, it looks like, for the most part, and then the creek comes and cuts a ditch out of it. Not gonna really be able to see the edge because the snow, but you can somewhat see it right here. This is all part of it right here. This is all new material. Looks like maybe it came twice possibly. I could be completely wrong about that, but it almost looks like it brought all this stuff down right here, and then it came a second time and brought this stuff in up here, but I could be completely wrong. Can't tell if this edge is, I don't think so. I think this is old. I think the debris flow is basically right here, up through here, and then it's just piled up right there. That was a good one. Thank you, Josh. Now I gotta climb back up this hill. I'm not happy about it, but I do love it. Look how deep it buried some of these trees. Almost there, guys. Another little 25, 30 feet right here. Still here on Grassy Ridge. Look at this stuff, guys. Look at all these trees that came down. Especially back through here. I'm talking about hundreds of trees laid down back there. That's crazy. Out here at the end of Grassy Ridge. Well, shouldn't be the end, but apparently it's gonna be the end. Looks like I'm gonna have to turn around and go all the way back out the other way. She is not looking good. There's no way those guys over there didn't get wet. Somebody's been using this. Pretty brave. Yeah, they're pretty brave to drive across that. All right, I was just talking to these guys over here, and they did confirm that this was a debris flow that came down. If you go up here, you can see where it ate the side of the creek out, and all that stuff had to go somewhere. Obviously, it all came down right here. She said that it did cross the road over, but obviously they've cleaned it up. But yeah, you can just see how much junk was in there. Luckily it didn't come over here and hit the back of this house. It would have took it out for sure. We just got down here from Taylor's Valley. We're gonna go up 91 here, see what's going on up on the mountain. Have they opened it up past Red Tail Mountain up there? Trail to Nowhere's over here. Let's head out. You can see back in through here, they took a lot of water. Got some pretty good damage in here. I'll go check it out real quick. We're just up from the Trail to Nowhere, or the Laurel Creek trailhead. They're not going to be able to use their bridge to get over to their little cabins that are over there. Just up 91 here a little bit. It's figured I'd come over here and check the creek out and see what it looks like. I want to walk down here and get a shot of this stuff down through here. We did get a shot of this before, but not really good. We'll go do it right now. You can clearly see it came up over through there. I would imagine that all those guys over there got wet. Guess they're having to go through the creek to get out over there. Obviously their bridge is no longer usable. Look how it piled that stuff in against there. That's what was coming down this creek. Just up the road here a little ways on Route 91. Just wanted to come up here and look at this little section that they had to redo here. Yeah, those poor people. They had a bridge that went across up here, but they've built this back and ran the guardrail. I guess they probably can take the guardrail back up in that section once these guys get their bridge put back across here. I'd say they probably didn't want to leave that section open just in case somebody happened to go through there. I don't know. Look at the rock it piled up in their yard right here. We're here in Laurel Bloomery, guys, just up above Damascus. So a little RV park. I just wanted to come over here and see what the creek edge looks like down through here. Wow. Looks pretty crazy. Go over here and look at this, what looks like a debris flow. I don't know, guys. I think maybe a lot of this was already here. Definitely not that stuff. I'm talking about this stuff here. I don't know that for sure. Every bit of it could be new, but it just seems like this ditch wouldn't be, you know, it would definitely look different, I would think, but I could be wrong. I was wrong one time before. Yeah, these guys obviously got flooded out. Just talked to Mr. Theodore Stonewall Jackson right there, and he said he had 16 inches of water in this place. He said it tore this little section up right here, didn't it? Very much so. What a mess. Look what a mess here, guys. Looks like they had to pull that back up out of the creek, but I don't know for sure. Goodness gracious. Had to pile that up and redo this little section of the road right here. We're in Laurel Bloomery right now, guys. Shoo! That don't look very safe, do it? I'm scared. Another little area that got messed up pretty good here. I guess this is Star Gap Road right here, guys. I want you to look at all this rock it brought down here and piled in. against this fence and against these trees. Look at this. That's nuts. I was laughing at the donkey up here, guys. A little donkey came running over through here. I don't know if you can see him or not. I'm not laughing at people's stuff getting messed up. Sometimes I see things that's not showing on the camera, guys, so, you know. Let's go over here and look at this spot. Just look at this spot right here, guys. There's no creek anywhere close. Well, I can't say nowhere close. Anyway, the creek runs over here somewhere. I don't even think it runs where it piled stuff up here. I think that was from the flooding. And then obviously it came across the road and brought all this stuff with it. Surely they had to clean a bunch of rock and stuff out of the road here, but it came through here, turned this into a little river. Yeah, I'm not sure, guys, if this is Star Gap over here or if this is Star Gap or a private drive. I'm thinking this is a private drive. I'm not gonna go any further up through here. The creek runs up through here anyway, so as you can see how it diverted the creek and brought it over here. This water didn't used to be over in here, and then it's made the creek run down through here now. I think there is still maybe a cut over here somewhere, but wow, that's crazy. It definitely diverted that creek over into there. Brought all this debris down here. This is all new. You can see the edge here. It looks like it came up and stopped right here. This stuff is crazy. Look at all this debris in the fence here. Just amazing to think that all that water was coming through here. And then this is what it looks like when there is no water coming through. It's amazing. Just up the road here a little ways, another little place that got hit pretty good right here. All right, guys, we are getting ready to turn on to 421. I'm pretty sure in one of my previous videos I was calling this 91 out here. I don't know why, but we're coming on to 421 right now. Go up as far as we can. We are out here on 421. You can see there's all kinds of stuff spread down through that field right there where stuff got washed out, guys. And you can just see there's tons and tons of rock and dirt over here that's had to be pulled out of the creek to get it flowing right again. Yeah, this is wild, guys. Look at all this debris. Yeah, they've had to come in here, obviously, and dig the creek out. My God, this is a lot of debris down here, guys. I'd say a lot of this came from that section of road that they had to rebuild up there at 421. All that got washed out. It probably came down through here and helped fill all this in. along with stuff from plenty of other areas. You can clearly see they had to dig a bunch out of there to get the creek opened back up. You can see these guys lost this old bridge here. Of course, I don't know how much they really even used this thing. I think this property right here goes with Red Tail Mountain Golf Course. I don't even know if anyone was living in that old house right there. I guess that got flooded through there. Maybe they've been in there trying to clean it up a little bit. I'm not sure. There's another section you can see, guys. It just filled this all in with debris down through here. They had to come dig the creek back out. We are right here above Red Tail Mountain. I guess maybe this is still part of Red Tail Mountain, but I'm not sure about that. It's been a long time since I worked up here. You can see all the debris caught up in these trees over here still. What a mess. We've been up through here before, guys. It has been a few weeks now. Just trying to get an idea on what all they've got done. Alright, last time I was here, guys, like I said, for some reason I was calling this 91 over here. I don't know what I was thinking. This is 421 going up the mountain. It looks like we're going to be able to get up through there a little bit today, so we will go up through there and see what it looks like. This over here, I did not know until we got home and Janice was looking on her phone, but this was a whole, well, right here. I mean, this church was over here. I'll see if I can find a picture. The only one that we saw the other day was an overhead view, but I'll see if I can find a picture of this thing and you will just see how much got wiped out right here. It is crazy. All right, guys, here is the church as it was before. You can see they had a little bit of water in right then, but anyway, you can see that it just completely swept everything that was here away. You can see this layer of river rock down here, it looks like, all right, and then you got this layer here that they put on top, and then they paved it. I'm sure this is some sort of soil here for the grass to grow on, right? But yeah, it wiped this whole, I don't know why this arrow keeps coming up here like this, guys. But anyway, yeah, just wiped that building right off there. Crazy. You can see, guys, this whole section here had to be first time being up this far, guys. Like I said, we're up here on 421. We're gonna go over here and look at this edge and just see how much they had to put back over there. I don't know what this looked like before, but obviously they've had to repave this whole road right here. Wow, guys. Is that stuff not all new? It looks new, doesn't it? Yeah, goodness gracious. Alright, I'm just right up from that same area where we just got out. I just want to see how far up through here it comes. Still here on 421, guys, and the first time that I've ever been up this far since this stuff happened. A couple of these little cabins here got messed up pretty bad. Actually, it's probably bad enough to where they're gonna have to be tore down. My goodness, guys, I don't know exactly what happened here. It brought rock in here. Maybe it came from over here. If it did, good gracious, that's way up there. I'll go over here and show you. But it also looks like there's a creek that comes through back here, so that may have came through and pushed some of this stuff up. But my goodness, it tried to bury these guys. Yeah, I don't know exactly what happened here. It's looks like some of this fell away. Went down there and tried to cover that house up. You can see it covered the steps up a little bit here. I don't know how all the rock got over here into this yard. Must have came from right down this edge here around the road there, come around the hillside and came down through. Here's the only thing I can see. We'll go up through there and check that out as well. But look, it filled this thing here in. What a mess. Yeah, all that stuff that's washed up in those people's yard down there came off this edge here. Somewhere the water came across and hit right here and drug all that stuff down there into their yard. Goodness gracious. They've had a ton of work to do. Look at this slide over here. Here's several more tons of debris that got to go down the creek into people's yards and everywhere else. Yep. Looks like this thing got stopped up down here, guys. And then the water raised up, went around that corner, and like I said, deposited all that material down there in those people's front yards. Look at all this debris. Wow. I do not know what this looked like before, but it definitely looks like it brought a lot of material down through here and just piled it in there. There's got to be some huge mudslides up here somewhere. Maybe we'll see a couple. Just up the road a little bit here on 421. You can see they have had to do some serious fixing through here. Looks like they've still got some serious fixing to do. It's a lot of work. It's another massive section. They're having to redo everything over here. Looks like a lot of stuff came down through here. Let's go check this little cut out. Looks like there's a little bit coming down through there. My goodness, guys, I don't know how well you can see it, but this whole hillside right here slid off. That's a lot of stuff going down that creek. Added to all the stuff that we've already seen. Goodness gracious. Yeah, from here you can really see just how much slid out over there. Oh, that's unbelievable. Looks like that slid off over there, but I'm not positive about that. They could just been over there working. My goodness, guys, look at all the stuff that got caught up right here. It goes all the way down around the corner there. Just come around the Just come around that edge right there just to get over here and see. Look at all this stuff piled up right here. Imagine if it didn't get stopped right here, guys. It would have went down through here and just wiped out everything. I mean, there is tons and tons and tons of trees in there, not to mention every other little thing. Another section here that clearly got washed out. I don't know if this section got washed out, the edge fell off, or if they've just done this to, yeah, it definitely fell off right here. This just shows you the amount of work that they've been doing. They have been doing a lot of work, guys. Look right down here. You can see the debris flow came through, and then you can see the creek came through and cut a ditch through it. Up here on 421, but these guys got a little creek that runs through down here. And it looks like it just come up and flooded all this. It's nothing but mud down there. You can see down there in the fence, all the debris caught up in the fence right here. It's a muddy mess. Wonder what this looks like over here. These people got a really nice place. Doesn't look like the water made it up to them. They got lucky, I think. Looks like their little bridge down there even stayed. Oh no, wait. I'm wrong. They've got a driveway that goes down through there that just ends. Okay. I guess that's what I'm seeing, if I'm seeing that right. Another little area got messed up pretty bad right through here. You see, they obviously got soaked. Looks like over here got pretty bad. Ruined that building there, I guess. You can see all the mud piled up that's come through here. You can see all the stuff caught up down through here too. It must have filled this whole area in. It looks like there's debris on the top of this car right here. You can see all the fresh mud that's come in right here beside this truck and started to crack back up again where it dried out. It looks like this whole area got put underwater. It filled this whole area in over here, man. Buried all these guys. Okay, let's look up through there, man. Looks like the little church here got put underwater a little bit. Look at that debris up there, all the rocks and stuff it brought over into the grass. We go up a little bit further. Looks like the back of the Centerview church here got ripped off. Ate this edge off pretty good. It did. Another little section here that had to be redone. Look at that old culvert. everything over through there got hit. It's right on the creek. Yeah, I'm sure they got soaked. We are just a few miles from Boone. We're not going to make it to Boone today, guys, but maybe that'll give us something to shoot for next week. Maybe just run straight up to Boone. But you can see these piles of debris they've had to bring in here. I've seen a bunch of little drainage ditches coming off the sides of the hills. You can see it's filled this in down through here. Yeah, a bunch of drainage ditches coming off the side of the hills that just got completely eat out. Look at this slide over here. You can see it comes down the hill right there. We'll look at a couple more things on the way back, but this is pretty much it for the trek for today. We'll start heading back towards home, and like I said, we'll get a little bit more video here and there. This is not the end of the day yet, but this is where we're going to turn around and start heading back. Go in here at the Valley Grocery, see if they got some coffee. This ditch here is just a little creek. It don't look like it got up way too bad. I understand how some of this stuff got up in the... Maybe this flooded right here and flooded across. Yeah, I'm not sure. It definitely ate that out right there. There's a couple small slides down here we can go look at. Yeah, that ditch back there definitely got filled in and brought all this stuff over here. You see this slide here brought a lot of stuff down. Obviously covered the road. They had to clean it out. There's another slide right here. Obviously it will come across the road, but you can see this slide came down, brought all those trees down, probably covered the road. Actually, looking at this now, it looks like what happened is that creek got stopped up there somewhere and brought all that debris out of these people's driveway. Minor slide right here. You can see these are just little runoff ditches here. Came down and ate everything off. Same thing over here, just basically drainage coming down, but it obviously turned it into a river that night. Look at this, they've had to redo this whole section of road right here as far as repaving it. I don't know what they had to do underneath, but you can see that all came from this little bitty stream right here. That nothing stream came through here and turned this into a river. I don't know how I didn't see this when I first came through here, but you can see that slide right there came out. The trees came out with it, and it just absolutely smashed this place right here. Now, I do not know if anyone was living in there or not, but yeah, and that's just a minor slide right there, but all those heavy trees in there just pushed it off whatever it was on and smashed it all at the same time. I guess this is where we're going to end the video for today, guys. No better place than this. I definitely appreciate each and every one of you guys watching. Means a lot to me. That slide started way up here, don't it? Well, right here. It was in the part of it. I guess that's just another little section. Anyway, yeah, appreciate you guys watching, coming along for the walk / ride. We'll get back out here next weekend. Maybe we go straight to Boone next weekend. I've been trying to get up here to Boone forever, and I could go now, but it's getting too late. So there'll probably be a couple more things beyond this that I'll throw in here, but this is it for today, guys. Thanks again for hanging out with me. Love y'all, man. We're back down off of the mountain now, almost in Damascus, guys. I just wanted to show you there's several places up in Mountain City coming down the mountain like this where they've had to pile up all this debris that they've pulled from the creek bank and from around people's homes. Now this spot here is not anything major at all compared to what I've seen, but there's plenty of these debris piles like this all the way up the mountain. Good morning, guys. It's Friday, November the 22nd, a little bit after 8 o'clock a.m. As you can see, we've got a little bit of snow out here. We've still got plans of trying to get out, go up, check 58, Route 91 out. Got some information on the Creeper Trail down this lower section. They have closed one of the trestles down. So anyway, got to work today, but tomorrow we'll be getting out there and getting some information out to you guys. I hope you guys have a great day.